So we've been land-based up to now, and I think it's time we went to have a look in this beautiful ocean, see if there's any interesting things to find. I'm sure there is. Alright, let's get in there. What have we got there, lad? What's that? Alright, Rab, this is Aberdaron. Come here, have a good walk, mate. Hey, good evening session on your pop. Alright, setting off. It's about 4 o'clock. Had a couple of days off the walk. My mate's been down, done my laundry. I'm sparkling now. All clean. Everything needed a good clean, everything I've been wearing for like 2 weeks. And now we're just setting off for an evening session. We are camping again, because from here to Abersock, which is the next kind of town along the coastal path anyway, it's just over 30 kilometres, and I'm not sure of the terrain. I presume there's lots of up and downs and in and outs, and but then it's only another 13 kilometres to Porth. So we've got 45 kilometres from here to Porth. So I think that's what we'll aim for. Make things a little bit logistically easier with regards to catching buses. One less bus we've got to catch. And then from Porth, I don't know, it's maybe another couple of days, or one long day maybe, I'll have to look at the map, to Portmaddock, which is kind of the end of this section. The Welsh coastal path is segregated into a few different sections. So the initial one was Chester to Bangor, and then Bangor, that's this one we're on now, Bangor to Portmaddock over the Llyn Peninsula, and then so on and so forth. Well, let's see what we find. It's a nice evening for it, no wind, thankfully. And hopefully we'll find a nice camp Now this time, with regards to my gear, the first camp the other night was, I wanted to keep my bag as light as possible, just to test the knee out. But the knee was fine. It's just the same whether I'm carrying a load or not. Rabbit fur. So I've got a couple more essentials really. First one being the shelter, a basher, which I'll be showing you, and second one being a spare set of like just nighttime clothes, pyjamas. Just for a bit more comfort, you know. And like I said, the shelter, should always really take a shelter. I didn't feel perfectly comfortable without the shelter the other night, because the clouds started coming in, and just the thought of it starting pissing down, you know, in the middle of the night, where I would have had to kind of either just hunker down or pack up and carry on moving, was not an appealing thought. So yeah, we can blank all that out because we've brought the shelter and the bag feels good. Tonight we would like to make a fire and cook some. I've got some lentils and a mix of herbs and spices to put in there, so we could really do with having a fire tonight and cooking the lentils up. So hopefully the environment will allow that when we're kind of almost ready for camping up, finding a spot. But we'll see, won't we? It's quite warm tonight, or today. All rabbit holes, rabbit burrows. Rab's just been chasing some of them. It's always like a duality with seeing the next view like this, where we've just come to the crest of this hill, and the duality is the interest in new lands that we're going to walk and new things we're going to see, and the other side is the distance that we see we must be walking, and the hills we have to walk up and down. There's always two sides to that story, that view. And I think today we're aiming to get onto that peninsula somewhere. Abersock is behind that. But this bay, after this hill, goes round in a bay, like quite a large bay. But anyway, we'll see. We want some woodlands somewhere for camping in. Anyway, you're looking for rabbits. They've always got chasing one. You'll never catch one, I'm sure. If he does, that's his dinner. It's warm. Rabbits everywhere. Can see them all darting about on the hillside. And the sense Rab coming. What are you doing? Right, well, so this is the first like kind of full day's walk, as it were, where we've started out on the southern part of the Llyn Peninsula. So we hit the south of it on a point over there, and now we've started out this afternoon from Aberdaron. Come along there and we will be going around here and all the way round that peninsula to the very end, round the back of it and up to Abersock, which I presume is about there, and then on to Porth. I can just see through the clouds and the mist the mountains of like the Snowdonia National Park. So we're heading back towards that kind of Welsh mainland, as it were, and heading down there south. So, yes. Many footsteps to undertake, aren't we, Bugs? Right, come on. Hey. Hungry. A little horse rubbing its bum on the trig point here. Yeah. How are you? You alright? You having a scratch? Let's do it, Rab. On your pop. I wonder where we'll be sleeping tonight. Surely that's not the way through, Rab. We missed something here, lad. That can't be the way. Can it? No, I think we've missed something here. Anyway, we've both picked a bit of wood up. Rab's got his. And I've got mine. Just been through this woodland here. And got us some wood to cook our lentils on tonight. Just got to retrace our steps and find where the path is. It's got to be up here somewhere, Rab, eh? Oh. Anyway, we've got enough firewood to cook the lentils. Whatever else, make a cup of tea. So, that's good. It's not often we pass through woodlands, really, lately. Here he is. Here he is. Fucking wandering about through the meadow. Hard for that gate over there. Where's Bugs? Where is he? We'll be ready for a fire and some food soon. Maybe even set up camp. We'll see. See once we find a spot for a fire. I'm done hungry. It's been a lonely old day today. Lonely old evening. Just me and the dog. That's enough most of the time. We find ourselves surrounded. Oi! Sod off you lot. Trying to bully little Rab, I think. Aren't you? Well, yelp. Go on. Go on. Heel, Rab. Go on, bugger off. Go on, look at that one with one eye. An eye missing. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh man. Pain in the arse. Those. You keep chasing them off and they keep like surrounding you. You get the cocky ones coming at you, so you gotta attack them, you know, focus on scaring them. And then I've had to do it 2 or 3 times now, like at different places, and you do it a few times and then they just run off, leave you alone. But it's a bit unnerving with having Rab with me. You like knowing what to do. I think they say you should keep them off the lead because the cows are chasing the dog, but then I can't look after him then, can I? So I put him on the lead this time. He was off the lead last time. Both methods worked all right. So yeah, it's a pain in the arse, whichever way you look at it. Isn't it, Bugs? You can get off now, mate. Come here. Good boy. You still got your stick, haven't you, bud? Go on your pop. Hey. Go on, boy. I'm glad that fence is there. We just had to come through these lot down there. Thankfully we pushed them back into that field, or else they'd be following us all the way through. Strategy of Rab off the lead, I think, is the winner, because he just sticks by me anyway. Here. So the old beast can't trample him. Hopefully there's no more fucking cows from here on in. We like sheep and horses. Cows are a pain in the fucking neck. Alright, we're done. done for the day. We've found our little shelter, which I'll show you in a bit. It's like a ruin. Sheltering us from the wind though. I'm just going to light the fire so I can cook my lentils, feed Rab and so on. I'll show you, once I've got the fire going, I'll show you where we're at. The bundle of wood I've carried for about 5 miles but it's worth it now. Right, anyway, I'll just give you a quick guided tour now while this gets going. Some nice dry wood here. Oh, I love a good fire. Should be just enough wood to cook the lentils. Right, there's all the clobber out. So that's where we've come from today, all the way around this coastline. And this is our little gaff for the night. Gonna set my rain shelter up in here somewhere, sleep down there, cook there. And this is the view. We had a little look further along the track, but it just goes barren from there and in, so we thought this is enough for tonight. Tomorrow we'll walk around this peninsula up to Aberdaron and so on. Right, the lentil dal is popping. She's gonna be ready soon. Should be good. And we done got the shelter set up. I'll show you that now. Very basic. Bivvy bag. Now we've got the shelter this time, yeah. This is just a waterproof basher, it's known as. I'm gonna just fine tune it in a bit now I've got my bed set up. But yeah, that'll be good for us. Little Rab's all curled up and we're in the ruin shelter. Here's the side door. Come out for the view. And yeah, we're gonna have a bite to eat. Aren't we, lad? Have a bite to eat. And sit in front of the fire for a bit, burn some of this wood. And go to bed and get an early start tomorrow. No rum on this occasion. We decided against it, which is all right. So yeah, all's good. All right, good evening. I'll see you soon. Now you be good to each other, you stay healthy and well, and we'll see you next time on Beyond Growing.